I was brutally beaten by my son's fiance. Simply because the night before my son's engagement, my son Troy Malone posted a set of photos of us having dinner together on Facebook, and the caption read, "You have been by my side all the way. Thank you, the most important woman in my life." Unexpectedly, my son's fiance, Sienna Hunt, mistook me for Troy's mistress. On the day of the engagement banquet, Sienna led a group of her friends and blocked me at a beauty salon. You shameless woman, how dare you seduce Troy? I will make you unable to seduce a man for the rest of your life. Girls, sew her part down there up. If anything happens, I'll take the blame. Sienna violently beat me up at the beauty salon before taking me to the engagement banquet. Today, I will let you see who Troy likes. Sienna stepped on my face with one foot, humiliating me so much, and all the guests around burst into laughter. Just as Sienna was enjoying her triumph in beating me up, Troy finally arrived. I watched Troy on the edge of dying. The engagement banquet may end now. Troy was about to get engaged to his girlfriend, whom he had been dating for 2 years. Hearing this, I was overjoyed and thought that the Malone family would have a successor soon. Then I cancelled all my work in Orco, and bought the earliest flight ticket. I rushed back to Lotnard overnight. Tonight, I reunited with Troy at a restaurant. Then he posted a photo of our reunion on Facebook. He added a caption, which read, "Thank you, the most important woman in my life." Since Troy's father passed away, all the business had been on my shoulders. I had no choice but to fly to Orco. It had been many years since I last saw Troy. Upon knowing the news that Troy was about to get engaged, I prepared myself seriously. I planned to face my in-laws in my most stunning look, so as not to embarrass Troy. That night, Troy and Sienna had a big fight. I asked Troy what had happened. After all, tomorrow was their engagement banquet. Troy angrily told me, "Sienna said she wants to beat up my mistress. She is so insensible. How could I, Troy Malone, have a mistress?" I rarely interfered or inquired about Troy's matters or his relationships. But I advised Troy, "Getting married is a matter between two people. You must be loyal before getting married. If I find out that you dare to bully Sienna in the future, I will teach you a lesson. I don't care if you indeed have another woman in secret. Since you chose Sienna, cut off all ties with other women." Troy was sweating profusely from my scolding. I didn't expect that the night before their engagement banquet, Troy and Sienna would have a big fight because of a mistress. I secretly made up my mind that I would personally explain the misunderstanding between Troy and Sienna at the engagement banquet tomorrow. I bought a villa worth $17 million as a meeting gift for Sienna as her mother-in-law. The day before the engagement banquet, I carefully dressed myself and went to a beauty salon to do light makeup. I intended to show up with my best look before attending the banquet tonight. Just when everything was ready, I was about to attend Troy's engagement banquet. I saw Sienna leading a group of girls rushing into the beauty salon angrily. I thought to myself, what a small world. I was about to get up and greet Sienna to meet her in advance. Looking at me fiercely, Sienna walked towards me with his girlfriends. Everyone on the scene, who was surprised, gazed at us. Sienna slapped me in the face, ruining my carefully applied makeup. The burning pain on my face made me feel dizzy on the spot. The situation was chaotic. Sienna grabbed my hair and cursed at me loudly. "You are such a butch. Do you think I can't find you hiding here without Troy being honest with me?" Her sudden slap and the overwhelming insults made me feel both painful and embarrassed. All the guests in the beauty salon were eagerly watching such a drama, where a legitimate wife beat up a mistress. She seems quite well-mannered with her words and actions. Unexpectedly, at this age, she would seduce other men and do such shameless things. Everything can indeed happen in this vast world. Everyone's whisper rang out in my ears. I endured the pain on my face and explained, "Sienna, you misunderstood. I am Troy's." Sienna didn't give me a chance to speak. She grabbed my hair and pushed me down to the ground. Several of her friends swarmed up, punching and kicking me. The intense pain almost numbed my whole body. Sienna scolded me while beating me. "You slut. You seduced my husband, and you deny that you're not a mistress. If you're not his mistress, how do you know my name? It is funny. I didn't expect you to hide so well. Let me tell you, a lowly woman like you will never be able to rise high and gain glory. Don't ever think about snatching my husband from me in your whole life. When I marry into a wealthy family, I will sell you to a brothel, let you serve thousands of men, and be taken advantage of by tens of thousands." Amid such offensive insults, I kept explaining, "Sienna, I am not Troy's mistress. If you don't believe me, call Troy and ask him." Before Troy had shown me photos and videos of him and Sienna together. In the photos, Sienna appeared as a gentle, considerate, and well-educated girl. But now I realized that I was wrong. I didn't expect Sienna to be so sarcastic and mean. She wouldn't give me any chance to explain. She pulled my hair apart and crazily dragged me around. Suffering from excruciating pain, I screamed over and over again. "Well, Troy, you're calling him so intimately. A cheap whore is always a cheap whore. Now you're still verbally stubborn." Sienna looked gloomy, saying, "Humph, what a stubborn woman. You sluts who serve as mistresses for others will never admit that you are mistresses even in death. Later, I will take you to the engagement banquet, and personally ask Troy whether you or I serve him better. With me around, you will never be able to marry into a wealthy family in your whole life. At best, you are just second-used goods that Troy will kick away after getting tired of you." Sienna's sharp curses kept stimulating my nerves. I dared not imagine what would happen if Troy married a woman like Sienna in the future. Before this, I was full of expectations, I even bought a post-marriage villa for them. Let's kill this slut. Take off her clothes. Today, I want to see if this trash has any shame. Sienna's best friend's eyes flickered with fierceness. They stared at me intently. 4 or 5 people were crazily pulling my hair and beating me on the ground. Cooperating with another woman, Sienna was tearing off the buttons on my long dress. For a moment, I was covered in blood, and my body was exposed.
Now you can watch the second part by clicking share and more. Now comment update to tag you on part 2.